Oh, it's Wednesday. Well, well, well. If it isn't Wednesday, and also Ben, hi. As well as Zombie and Kieran and Ernesto. Hello. Well, Wednesday. So true, Ben. I definitely didn't start a few minutes later than usual because I was out and about and I got held up. Hee hee, hoo hoo. Imagine being outside. A Twitch streamer? A VTuber of all people? Who ventures outside? Who? What a concept Wednesday. Outside? What's that? It's the side that's out. As opposed to in. Is that that IRL I hear about? I think so? I'm not sure. So, was hoping to do an evening stream before today's stream. That didn't happen. So here I am at a different starting time to like experiment with if this is better for people, because both Saturday and last Wednesday, people showed up near the end of my stream. Like, oh fuck, no, people are arriving. Just like right now. Hi Snowflake, welcome in. I'm doing alright, how are you? My side's feeling a little iffy. That notorious spot of the back, so I should probably switch up from sitting to standing at some point during the stream. In like an hour from now. When the ads hit. I'm not sure why it's hurting. I'm a little bit less active, I guess. I'm not getting my steps in as often as I'd like. And walking is good. Whether we like it or not, is very good. Better step to it. I'm stepping to it. You want my step count for today? That was great. It's nearing 12,000 steps for today. And I had most of that before noon, so you know. Good, glad that you stream at a different time. I've been sleeping through a stream usually. Yeah, I'm experimenting, starting a little later than I have. I used to start at 1 p.m. my time, and now I'm starting at 3 p.m. I'm still gonna keep it to 3 hours still though. So I'm gonna go until 6 my time. To be honest, you're doing more than I do. I gotta get my steppies in. Mishka update redeem. I know a certain someone in chat is very pleased about that. And it's not the person who redeemed the redeem. Well, I did send myself the photo. I haven't gone through the process of grabbing it and preparing it because, like I said, I was out and about and I was late by 6 minutes or something. Shit. And then that one, and then we change it to this one. Now, fair warning, this one will include my hand. Because she was very much curled up against me. As she tends to do in the morning. Well, I know. Sorry, spoiler alert, my hand's in there. Heavens, no. It's, oh, God, lewd? No, that would be feet. That would be inappropriate. That would get me in actual trouble on Twitch.tv. Y'all ain't getting that. Y'all are getting this. Too bad, my hand's in there anyway. Hi. Oh, I haven't set up my phone yet. Ha ha! Hey, wait a second. See? I am unprepared. Well, you guys look at Mishka. Let me just take out my phone. Hi. I am so well prepared today. I drop my frequency in streaming and I'm immediately forgetting every step of the process. Fuck. But our hands have not front paws. Paws tend to not have thumbs. Also, my nails are a little different than they are on paws, so... The paws I will post. Which one? Because one of them is definitely, like, slightly snagging on the blanket. That fuzzy thing. What is big toe if not a thumb? Ah! Can you grab stuff using your big toe? Like you can with your thumb? Like the snag one? Curvy. Maybe. Alright. And hit enter in the pets channel. There you go. Could hold a pen with it. Yeah, but can you write? As nicely. I'm not yawning. It's been a very errand-y day so far. Hence why I'm a little late. The day off work is the day where it's like, oh god, there's all this stuff to do. So because I didn't stream or anything, and also I just relaxed the fuck out of everything after work hours, I did not progress on anything whatsoever on the hoodie and sweater. Huh. So maybe we'll finish it today? I should. It shouldn't be this complicated, man. So I did realize I haven't drawn the whiskers. And it sure looks like I never included them in the sketch. So... looks good, the push pose works really well. Yay, I'm glad. A bit more flow to the whole thing. Just a little bit. How's everyone else doing on this here Wednesday? I saw Kieran was like, oh, it feels like Friday. It's been feeling like Friday since yesterday. Fucking F, dude. I should probably make a palette. Look at all these stickers. I was like, why is it taking so long to load? Like, oh yeah, right, this file's like 600 DPI. Want to do the head and the body and the tail on separate layers. Just for convenience. And I'm turning up the line layer because whenever I've not found a proper setting to actually fill within the selection and not against the borders. It's not a vector drawing? Nope! It's all hand drawn. And despite the expansions that I've done, it looks like it wasn't enough, so I'm gonna redo that. Yippee! What about like 5? If 5 won't do it, then I'll just do a big fill for the whole character. Hey CJ, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Thought the outline of her legs were her ears for a second. Haha, no. No. But I can see how that happened now that I'm looking at just, like, the silhouette. I think I just used, like, white. Krazoodles, that's mine! Hi, hello. How you doing, Sploot? Welcome in. I want to do each paw separately as well. Hi, Patrick! They were resubscribing for 3 months! Ahoy, ahoy! Thank you for the support. Hope you continue to enjoy the emotes. How you doing? I did expand. Okay. I didn't hear the alert myself, but I saw the alert pop up at least. Gosh. Love this inconsistency. Oh well. Just that little triangle. And we have other little triangle. Pink one. Maybe 5 is enough. Back from a week in Scotland! Ooh! I've always wanted to go to Scotland, man. So pretty. Loving this, Mishka. Thank you. Soon you'll be able to wear this Mish. Heed not the fact that there are no eyes now. Listen, it's fine. Working from the flat on a dumb project, but at least the people asking for the results are aware how dumb it is. Alright. Dumb in the sense of, like, the concept of... What kind of dumb? Just an ink slip moosh? Aw, shit. Thank you. Mishka's drawing is turning out very cute. Heck. Anna Merkwim, hello. I see a Meep Schmoopsh. I don't know who Meep Schmoosh is, but this is Mishka. She's looking at you and everyone else respectfully. Big think. Respectfully demanding traits. Yeah. Alright, symmetry tool. Yippee! Hi, hope you're doing alright. Yeah, what's everyone else up to for today? Obviously I'm sat here working on a little critter. Color picking my own drawings because I haven't never made a proper palette or anything. Hehe. Mishka's a noodle in disguise? Oh, I think she's more of a dumpling in disguise. A very big dumpling. Maybe more like a bao bun, actually. God, I've not had a bao bun in a while. Oh, bao bun is so good, though. Very big dumpling, very bad disguise. Hey, what do you mean? What do you mean? How come bad? How come bad? Fishing up a commission for a gaming friend? Nice! Hell yeah. Not gotten any other commissions on VGen. I've also not reposted my own thing in a while. I've also never posted it really outside of Blue Sky, so I've only got myself to blame. I think my facial tracking could be a bit better if I scooch up my tripod. I feel like my mouth is even worse than usual. Ah, ooh. Ah. No, mouse tracking was never as well as I'd like it to be. Hopefully, 2.0, whenever that happens, I can do it much better. Follow a couple more tutorials, do a couple more practice models. Howdy, Draco. Welcome in. Work, you doing good? Got some lab protocol stuff to catch up on today, but also D&D today. Ooh, D&D. What do you play as? Making training exercise for a video of some air traffic. It's so bad, half the video is just a pile of overlapping text and icons that somehow I'm meant to interpret. Ugh. Shield manager who laughed so hard. And they were just like, god fucking speed. Trying to make a custom character for the Castle Crashers character creator DLC. Ooh. I think Renee and friends made theirs. I need to do a big selection and then expand that selection by like 15. More like 35. And then we invert that selection. And we'll use this color. Then we'll have a fill. So there's no way there can be any empty pixels alongside the lines. Then we could grab your regen links whenever we feel like shilling. If only there was a chance for viewers to receive links in the chat of a live stream. I mean, I do have exclamation mark commissions. Did I have that added to the stream title? I do. 2 of my commands are shilling tags. Or commands, rather. You got kittens? What the fuck? 3 weeks! Little nuggets! No, those are actual little dumplings. Oh, 3-week-old kittens! That's like peak cute. With 2 S's. I guess I should cover my ass and add a singular S to potential triggers. Hang on. I'm gonna do that right now. Edit. Alright. Bunch of new prompts, or a bunch of command variations are now added to the commissions. In case of typo. I wish I could show them to you, they are so fluffy. I mean, if you have a photo, you can drop a link to the photo. Merch. Allowing for exclamation mark potato command that randomly brings me some form of potato snack. I mean, maybe in the future. A lot of streamers have like little integrated games into their streams, like little gacha things, like a gacha capsule machine. Hydration, thank you. Oh my god. While I was out and about, I was somewhere when it was really fucking warm. I was uncomfy. and sweaty and sticky. Did I mention sweaty? I'm wondering if I want to give this, like, make this a little darker than the one in front. To separate it a bit more. Bit more depth. Or maybe with like a gradient. So I feel like a gradient is going to be really, really rough to apply. I'll have to do something about the line art as well. No, that's not quite it. Let's try a gradient. I'm so warm right now. For some reason, this morning was really cold and that was quite warm for October. Yeah, it's that time of year where it's like, all right, in the morning when you have to head out, it's going to be cold as balls. And then when you're on your way home, it's going to be hot. There's a link for kitten picture. Oh my gosh. And now you have all my details. Oh, look at the little nuggets! Look at the little nuggets! And proud parent. Oh. Peak cute. Peak cute. Peak cute! Please, hold them gently for all of us, but mostly me. Oh. Is it 2 kittens? Wait, my hand. Bip, 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 bip. Bip, 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 bip. My itty bitty hand cursor. Yeah, 2 babies? Oh. They look like they're doing well. Good mama. Good beans, yeah. No, back to very much not a kitten. A creature known as Mishka. Okay. Step is gonna get very mad at me. It needs to be way bigger. Mishka will always be a kitten. She is 13. She is a lady. Is it just like not... No, it's pretty dark. "13 is still kitten." It's the old kitten. Oh, now you're... If I move that a little bit more. There. There we go. Hi, Christine. How are you doing today? I'm doing all right. Very errandy morning. Neither good nor bad. Just, you know, keep him busy. Making a phone call all of a sudden. Ugh. Sorting out a bill that was supposedly unpaid when it very much was paid. And I'm calling them like, beep boop beep boop, hey you, hey, fuck you, I paid. And I have proof. And also the number of the invoice of the bill that I supposedly didn't pay is nowhere to be found in my email, so go fuck yourself. No! Hola, Ale. ¿Cómo estás? I love when departments don't talk with each other and just assume shit. It's also just straight up like, hey, the invoice of the bill, like the reference number of the bill that I supposedly didn't pay, yeah, if I search for that in my email inbox, literally the only email I find is this, like, unpaid invoice email. There's no other email in there, in my inbox, with any sort of mention of those numbers, so... Hey. Something is literally not adding up. Hey, with follow, welcome in! Feel free to chat, feel free to lurk. That's fucking dumb? Yeah, that's why I'm like, hey, whoa. Usually I hate making phone calls, but this was like, oh, this is something that I am, like... This is a bill that I don't want to pay because the service attached to this bill has been atrocious. But I'm just gonna call them up like, yo, hey, fix your shit. Hi, John Fox, thank you for the follow earlier. Get the ass. Oh yeah. From what the guy over the phone told me, like, oh yeah, even though the invoice numbers don't add up, I'll add a note to your account that, like, something funny happened with the numbers and that your payment is being processed right now, because I did pay for it. I just hadn't gone around to processing yet, apparently. So that's fun. I hate making phone calls. You know what I do when I have to make an important phone call like that, or like semi-important? I put the phone on speaker and open Audacity and record the phone call that way. To have, like, insurance of, like, if I miss anything important, I can listen back to it. But love being on Discord, isn't that weird? It's because there's, like, no specific reason why you're making the phone call when you're in Discord. You're just socializing. Whereas usually in this day and age, when you have to make a phone call, it's for something semi-serious. Seabell did a first shaky tailor for getting pet today. Oh, stimulant. Oh, the other day I was lounging on the couch and Mishka was near me, and I heard behind me a little jackdaw caw, and I look behind me, and lo and behold, there's a little jackdaw on the edge of my balcony. And Mishka very briefly did the little little kick. She probably doesn't do that a lot these days, because we don't really see birds up close from here. With the occasional creature on the balcony edge. Company of good friends rather than talking to strangers about something you want from them? Yeah. Yeah. The girls go wild for birds in the fire escape. Aw. I wonder if I could add something to my balcony to invite birds. Okay. I like jackdaws. I would like for them to hang out more often on my balcony. Like a feeder or a seat though. Yeah, I just need to see how I would attach it to my balcony. I don't really know if I have anything that makes that very friendly for him. Like a little platter would be most convenient, I'm not sure. I need to be careful so I don't also invite non-birds on my balcony. We do have some rodents that are unwelcomed surrounding the building. So before they processed all the payments, they sent out invoices. It was probably just unfortunate timing. Likely my bill payment was going to be processed later today. Apparently that's still something that happens manually by a person as opposed to an automated system. Like, okay. That's all good and dandy, but just don't start accusing me of not paying my bills. Instead of a gradient, I would have preferred it if it was like noise. And Clip doesn't have a blending mode option where you have like your multiply and your darkens and your screen, etc. All that stuff like over here. Like Photoshop would have noise in the options for blending, but ain't no such thing. It goes from normal to darken. Wasn't there a way to do this? I'm having a major deja vu moment. Distort. Effect. Render. Well, that's not what I want. Oh, what if I... What if... Oh. I'm gonna experiment with something here. Maybe it might work. Filter, render, Perlin noise. Turn the scale way down. Even more. Amplitude. Yeah, just all the way up. Make it as black and white as possible. Oh, we don't lock it. We set that to multiply. And then... we selection from layer. Mask. Invert that mask. Unclip this and then clip. It works. It's a little bit of a workaround, but it works. Now it's more pixely and texture-y as opposed to a flat gradient. It's a little dark. If I just lowering of this. And I guess we do the same for the other layers. Layer, create selection, new mask, unclipping mask. Oh, that's the wrong. No, that's fine. I just delete. There we go. And then we do the same for the paws. By the way, I booked a week's trip to Belgium, friends, yesterday. Ooh, lovely. Where are you headed? What are you hoping to see in Belgium? Does it need to be multiply? What happens if I set this to screen? Which is the opposite. Makes it a little lighter. Multiply, and then just lower the opacity. Those two hands, hopefully gonna get to look around some towns. Ooh. I mean, Ghent is very pretty. I was there recently. Very, very historic, very old buildings. Factories in the middle of the city, or old factories that have been repurposed. Because that's how it was built back then. I was used to hang out with friends, and that's the way to go about it. Just vibing. Hope you have a good time. Now it's equal. Even Stevens. That's a little bit. I should probably just do this. Right, guys, I hope your side stops hurting and you have a good stream. Thank you so much. I hope so too. Take care. Thanks for hanging. Enjoying the cat pictures. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. Please give the little dumplings a smooch on all of us and all of our behalves. Yeah, do some schoolwork while they're at work. Aw, man. It'd be like that. Look, they already had all their PTO used up. I can only go while I have school holidays, so we just gotta make do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, near the end of the year, huh? Sibyl does some little mouth chatter noises. Prince never figured it out how, so she gives a little sad meow ways for me to help chatter for her. Aww. I would give the tiny bibis a smooch for everyone. Yay, you hear that, everyone? All 25 of you? Good times, thank you. Appreciate. Do I want eye shines on the eye yellow, or do I just want to keep that contained to the pupils? I usually... well, this one's overlapping. Here it's contained, here it's overlapping. Overlap. None, and it makes it funnier. I'll try overlap. Gonna make the eye shines bigger. Keep those fuckers oval. Oh yeah, that's the problem with this though. The Mishka Orb Warp is so good still, and to think that just came into existence from just a very quick doodle. Ain't that just the way I'm sitting here for like 3 weeks for just a singular drawing that will go on the back of a piece of clothing. And then it's like, ah yes. Peak. This could work as a pin, probably. Magnificent, thank you. Yeah, the main problem is if I want to overlap the little highlights, it's gonna be really close to the edge of the lines. I can make these lines the same color as the eyes, though. Which is what I tend to do. Also, my fiance will get his kitchen by the end of the month. Kitchen? You guys buying kitchens over there? Yeah, this should give me a bit more space to work with. Oh god, it's Among Us again. Not again! That's what I noticed, like, another time where I was working on Mishka stuff. The wrong color. Mogus. Mogus! I really wonder if, doing the eye shines like that. Oh. Possessed. Like, I still want them oval, but maybe a bit more horizontal. Oh! Mishka, thank you for subscribing for 3 months! Welcome in! Thank you for the support! Hope you continue to enjoy the emotes. Welcome, welcome! Thank you so much! How you doing? Mishkas. It probably shouldn't be rotated or angled the way it was, though. Bigger. But then again, it's like face wear. Maybe a bit too much. Yeah, this is too much. Oh. Wet eyes. Wet eyes like Kiryu Kazuma. In case Asa's listening. No, I think that's just too much. I think this is fine. Bigger shines or smaller shines? So I gotta do the whiskers still. How do we do these? Anywhere where I have some. Little inconsistencies in whisker thickness. I should probably sketch them out first because I'm a little pushover. I'm a little baby. I'm gonna map them out. This music is so relaxing, currently to my detriment. Oh, you need something more intense? Yes, kitchen costs as much as an average German driving school visit. Ooh. I don't know about the costs of German driving school. I do remember talking about the cost over here in the Netherlands and it being a lot. Several thousand. Yeah. I'm actively falling asleep in the bus. Ooh. Well, I mean, we could go from comfort video game mix to... Where is that one video that I'm thinking of? It was like 3.5 to 5K because that's what Germany has to deal with at the minute. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much those price ranges. You'll likely need classes for like 48 hours or 40 hours worth of class. Here we go. Boss missing to play while working fast food slash retail slash customer service jobs. Corey, hello! Happy Wednesday, crew. Happy Wednesday. We are trying to wake up Markwem or keep them awake by switching up the cozy vibes to a little higher BPM. It is Wednesday, my dudes. It's not even. It's not even. Oh, right. Would you believe me? I said that actually helped? Oh yeah, well you got 2 hours of this level of BPM. Hi Enabler, how you doing? Also, I just noticed that it's over a mess over here because I've been erasing with the eraser as opposed to the clear brush. But it's fine. I only need one side, I think. kind of make sure that everything's fitting in there nicely as well. Which currently, not like an odd negative space. A little better. It's Wednesday, and it also makes it Little Saturday, does it? That when they found Little Caesars? I hear Little Caesars is extremely mid, if not low bottom tier, in terms of delivery pizza. I'll just make my own. This shape probably works. Oh, halfway through the week if we're counting down to Saturday. Yeah. Pretty much. Speaking of Saturday, this weekend, no streams for me. Sorry. I've got other stuff that's come up. So I'm hoping to do an evening stream tomorrow at the very least. Because otherwise you guys won't be seeing me again until next week. The employed life. It's the Swedish thing I'm borrowing, where you treat yourself to a bit of Saturday goodness on a Wednesday, indulge a little, be cozy, that sort of thing. I can get behind that. No, yeah, sorry. Life's got a life, and the weekend usually has been ambiguous in the past. In terms of yes or no stream, it was the most likely to not have a stream. And this weekend is just such a scenario. Little Caesars in my area is decent, though I miss how it tastes when I was young. Those pesky, evolving taste buds, am I right? It's very region and franchise specific quality. If you get an owner from Detroit, the Little Caesars is very good. Curzec is working and living and balancing, that's right. They said it couldn't be done. She will be missed? Yeah, the dearly departed. Though I don't know about the dearly part, actually. That's not up to me to decide. Departed. Temporarily. Am I even real? Am I even alive if I'm not streaming? My existence isn't being recorded. Or perceived. And welcome back with open arms. Shucks. Shucks. Oh shit, ads. Already? Fuck. Imagine balancing life. Imagine taking this ad break to put my desk in standing mode, because the balance, the switching it around will be good for me. What? I am tall. Lur. You perceive yourself, so your existence is being perceived? Yeah, but there's no proof of it. There's no secondary parties. I could be lying about my existence. I don't balance work and life. I just have a work life. Dude, mood. This will be good for my sore legs as well. I had the dreaded split squat on Monday. And my legs could be more sore. But I'm glad they aren't, because that means I'll probably be able to do another leg day tomorrow. Fidium ergo est, we see you, so you are. Shucks. Hey. Put her in her own folder. Yeah, because right now, I try to erase it in a way where it doesn't look like it's touching as much. But I'm wondering if maybe I should nudge it up a little bit. And it's gonna take a while to process, maybe. Like, not literally touching the canvas, but like, pixels removed. Yeah, it's gonna need a little bit of touch up. Hi, Bowler Hat, welcome in. How you doing? Oh, am I having the flippies again? I keep like rotating my phone in a way where it's least likely to flip me around if I'm looking even slightly this direction by design. Try to have a fairly solid margin of mostly facing this way. How are things? Things are alright. Ma'am, please don't shrimp yourself. You brought a standing desk for a reason. I am standing tall! You want proof? You want proof that I'm fucking standing? I'm walking away right now. I'm removing my headphones and it's so swift you don't hear a noise, you don't hear a chair being pushed back. That's how you know I'm standing tall! My facial tracking is still working from all the way to the other room! I'm approaching! If only I had Z-depth installed in the rig of my model. Is that proof enough? Get a standing desk, it's good for you. And not all standing and all sitting, both. Do both, like every other hour, maybe 2. Just a frequency that's comfortable. Trust me, listen to this 30-something-year-old. You will thank me later! And maybe you won't because you'll never experience the back pain, which is also good! Back pain is the most common pain in adults! It sucks! Anyway. La 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 la, back to cat drawing. Manually smooth that out. That should probably be fine. Yeti, thank you for subscribing for you Prime! For 6 months! Zes! That's the Dutch word for 6! How'd you know? What do you do? Oh, I've been counting down on my resubscriptions on the Doik Swift channel. Because, chat, I am Now 68 months subscribed to Doikswift. And the counter went like 3, 2, 1. So you know what's happening next month. I could make it so anticlimactic. Maybe I will. Rob everyone of the satisfaction. Then we've sufficiently shamed each other for our posture. You could shame me more with not hydrating enough, because Lord knows. Probably not. Hey, what the fuck is this? Oh, that's the fiddle. Especially because 50 did not catch it at all. They only saw the message like 2. Doig is in the know. Doig is aware. Doig is aware of what's happening. At least someone appreciates what I'm trying to do over here. Oh god, it's taking so long to get all the way to the other end. I could have zoomed out and get there more quickly, but... Ew. Finally have enough points for a Mishka update? Someone beat you to it! Sinister Pixels beat you to it! Zooming out in this economy? Dude, I know! You gotta lock in! Don't zoom out. I saw a video titled called something like Gen Z's addiction to locking in? And I don't know. Though it does really feel like Gen Z is being picked on like millennials have been picked on in the past. They're just the next generation to be picked apart. Like, okay. I was just going to pick on the younger, lazy generation. Ogen Alpha, you're next. We'll be none the wiser. Alright, that's like relative. Like how far zoomed out. Oh. That's perfectly centered. Both horizontally and vertically. Wow. The Mishkas do look massive, like massive eyelashes, now I can't unsee. Yeah, I mean, they have to go somewhere to, like, fit in somewhere nicely graphically. Because usually, of course, whiskers are attached over here, but then they'll be going over her big old boogly eyes. They're in the way of her little face. Very much a design choice, like it's over here as well on the stickers. And the emotes, if I have included them on the emotes. I don't know if I have. Probably not, because it's not visible at all. Mishka does not have whiskers, canonically. But yeah, design choices. Get your big old whiskers off my Mish. I am slightly bothered that this one is a bit thicker than the other two. Try to keep the pressure as even as possible. Can we just redraw it entirely? I might. Oh no, wait, that's a Photoshop shortcut. Sometimes the fingers are still like, hee hee, what about the other old software that you've been drawing in for like nearly 20 years? The shortcut in Photoshop for duplicating your layers, Control-J. Or at least it was in the versions I've worked in. I don't know if it's still the same in newer versions. Useless information. Yeah, it's a bit more... That was a bit too thin, actually. I'm just following the path perfectly, but I overshot it. It's the final fight music from Portal 2. Oh. Just taper this in a little bit. I pulled the wrong slider. I pulled the opacity slider, not the stabilization slider. Lol. Hehe. This shit's always like... Maybe I should use a little bit of stabilization. It's too pointy. Now this was vector, then I wouldn't be doing all this shit manually. I'd be pushing and pulling some actual sliders associated with the line. And we do a little save. Hey chat, if you're working on something and you haven't saved in a little bit, here's your reminder to save. What colors do these hoodies come in? I may need to grab my phone to log into the fourth wall. Dashboard. I sure do. 1 second. Boop. I'm in. There's a controls button on my body. Have you tried your belly button? Hi, Boss and Magic. How you doing? Those are some big old booglies. I keep saying big old booglies and big old eyes. That's a fun drinking game. And by fun, I mean very dangerous, considering how frequently I say it. Yeah, so it was this hoodie, I think, the... Was it that one? Really? Not the knitted ones. No, it was this one. The Gildan Classic hoodie and the Cotton Heritage Premium sweatshirt. Uglies. Okay, these are the colors. Wow, the Classic hoodie comes in a lot of colors. I The sweatshirts color options are these. And the hoodie that I want to use on fourth wall has this many. Whoa. That's a whole extra row. And then some. Gonna be me for 2 seconds. People out there get mad when you call Nintendo a baby system, but then I take one look at the screenshot from their recent animated short and all I think is some Coco Melon shit. Recent animated short? A Nintendo short? I mean, Nintendo's trying to diversify their portfolio for different target audiences. That's why, part of the reason why they acquired Bayonetta. Because Sega wasn't really interested in doing a sequel, and then Nintendo was like, okay, we need older demographics to buy our consoles as well. Yo, that IP right there, here, money. Make it lewder than you've already done so far. That is canon. That is the lore. What's the save function for physical painting? A varnish coat? I don't know what it is for painting. I think it's putting it aside and looking at it again tomorrow. I think your save function is time. And storing it properly. Hi, Zombie. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna try, because I want to do something with the background as well. To give her that boxed-in feeling. And I don't know if I want to account for all color options. I tend to use this like teal, right? It's the same similar-ish color that I'm using on the Z emote that you're all seeing right now. The big names on my panels have this color. Dream. Holy Moonlight. This is a very blue teal though. Okay, I don't think that's gonna work. I think the values are a bit much, which we can quickly keep track of with something like this. I think I want it to be more poppin'. Maybe not this color though. I don't think this color is gonna work. No, the green looks very teal to me. Could be your monitor. So to make sunlight file corruption. Yeah, pretty much. Sun damage. Bugs, termites. Any little creature that wants to have a nibble at your delicious parchments. Yeah, no, not this color. Oh, orange for Halloween. Spooky. What about a coral? That's orange still. You guys see like the scan lines too? Yeah, you guys do see the scan lines as well. Now we're getting more towards pink. That's very pink. Now this is peachy. I guess all I don't dislike Nintendo, I just want to be snide for a brief moment. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay to be critical as well. And I think there's a good reason right now, personally, to be critical towards Nintendo specifically. Because they be squeezing their target audience. And some people are willing to pay for it, and I think less and less people are willing to pay for it, but there may be enough people willing to pay for it to make up the difference. So... And that's not me excusing the behavior. It's just explaining the why. I think. I'm not sure about the pink. I'll keep it for now so we can... What about lime? Where's... Oh, not purple. That's the wrong. Very bright. I own one of them Switches. I have a Switch one as well. It's a big gamble to pay $70 for a new game that I don't know if I'll like. I don't think tariffs is the whole story. I think they had those prices planned for Switch 2 long before then. Can you refund a Switch 2 game? Because even if you do get a cartridge, it's digital in the end. I don't know how the refunding works, if it's a thing at all on Switch consoles for digital games. Attack position acquired. Hyla. Myla. Welcome. What is the opposite of this? Oh. Indigo. Mishka ready for pounds! I think I can do front design as well on these. It's just a matter of placement. Because I think rather than having something both big in the back and big on the front, I'd rather do like a little paw print or something at where the heart is. I think that should be possible. Yeah, I might actually add that. Seems like I could do that for both. I'll just need to make a different file size for each. Because the hoodie has a 14 by 14 inch canvas, whereas the sweater has 15 by 18. Which is the same as the back, it's just the placement is different. I suspect it'll be like PC games used to be. You couldn't sell them on because you technically only bought a license which wasn't transferable. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that language change in buying. Yeah, if buying isn't owning, Piracy is making one hell of a comeback. I wonder why. It's for a variety of reasons, but yeah. I remember there being an idea about the use of NFTs for game downloads, which should allow for sales, returns, and resales, but instead it was used as a whole scam market instead. Yeah. From what I know about how NFTs operate, that could actually have been a viable use for the system. Like selling your digital games to someone else because you weren't playing them no more. Yeah. And some people never stopped. Some didn't. Some did. Some had something scary happen to them and they're like, oh god. Or like they could be in actual like legal danger because of the country they reside in where they would be pirating from. So what are you in for? I downloaded an MP3. Oh, you sick fuck. Piracy's coming back. I blame the fashionable hats. You go do that. Oh, that is green. Oh, what about like a greenish blue? Yeah. But like darker. Getting a little dusty. Forest green. Not to be confused with Forrest Gump. Well, you wouldn't download a horse now, would you? Wouldn't download a horse from memory, huh? Would you? Holy shit. Two people coming at me with horse downloading. Yo, I can't take care of a horse. Why the fuck would I download one? Other than for the bit. Off to work. Have a good work day. And thank you for hanging. What about a more muted? Big thing time. Tote bag color. But it's a little rough with the whisker color. Yeah, that's like a very similar like value, right? So it would either have to be darker or brighter. Can't be this. This is so dusty looking. I struggle to draw a Jacob horse from memory, never mind an actual horse. Yeah, but from what I understand, Jacob horse is a design, though. I will not be able to draw Ludwig the Holy Blade from memory completely accurately. Well, since I has been normalizing pirating, yeah, they're able to get away with stealing. What about baby blow? Well, Jacob Horse did start as a Jacob trying to horse from memory. Yeah, it'd be like that, huh? The confrontation of like, wait, I know what a horse looks like, but I can't draw it for shit. Oh, that's a nice yellow. Oh, I saw a pair of pants in like this color yellow. In one of them thrift shops dealios, where it's like, there's only one of these. And I'm like, oh, they're very pretty, but they're not my size at all. They're way too big. Ugh. That would have been absolutely bangers of pants. There's some 60s orange right there. Uh-huh. I mean, the pants may have been from the 60s, because, you know, vintage. It's a shame. I like browsing in vintage shops, but I feel like the pricing in vintage shops probably a lot of the clothes, if when adjusted for inflation, are significantly more expensive now in a vintage shop when they've all been worn and torn, when they've had their wear and tear, than when they were purchased back when they were new. Yay. The buying power is not the same, fellas. The buying power is fucked compared to the 60s and 70s. Whoa. Just a second. Something happened in the bedroom. Mishka, what the fuck? Oh, hi. Hey, creature, what happened? Did you fall off the bed like a dingus? Were you not graceful at your fine age of 13? Huh? Huh? Yeah, I know. Did you do a tumble? I don't know what happened. Actually, let me check and see what happened. I am back. So, my sheets on my bed were scuffed. I don't know what she did. Maybe she had a very big startle? I don't know. Creature! What happened? If only you could talk. He's having a wash now. Okay, well. Vintage shops are doomed market though. Soon clothes that last more than a year or two won't exist. Yeah. Fast fashion, baby. Fast fashion, baby. Even expensive clothes are made with not great quality anymore. Make it a bit darker. A little bit. Yeah, I think the value will be different enough. Oh, what a range of selection of colors we got down here. You'll razzle dazzle. We had something like this already. How similar is this to what I had? Oh, yeah, this is more coral. Like overwrite. Don't want the pink. Oh, hot pink. Alright, cover your retinas. Oh. Someone in the gym yesterday was wearing leggings as hot pink as these, and like, whoa. Those are some present leggings. If you find a safety rate clothes you like, they are required in most places to match a build standard, so they are likely to last longer. Safety rate? Don't think I've heard of safety rate clothes before. I'm curious. Arc Flash rated jeans? I've never heard of Arc Flash either. The buying pants is a nightmare for me because of my size. Sorry, safety rated. Hmm. I'm gonna try. I tried this before and then tried to make it darker, but that didn't work, so we try lighter. And brighter. Oh, gorgeous. Sunny child. My jeans are intended to not catch fire or melt to my legs if I am on the proximity of an arc flash. Ooh, I see. That kind of safety clothing, yeah. Yeah, I used to work for a brief couple months in a warehouse collecting orders for people who were shopping online. You gotta wear safety shoes for that kind of work, so if you were to drop something on your feet, you don't crush your toes, because sometimes you lift heavy stuff that you don't want to make contact onto your feet due to gravity. And a little fucky wucky. He also gave us gloves to handle stuff with, and I went through so many fucking pairs of gloves because they just tore out so quickly. We got separate gloves for when we had to work in the frozen section because it was an online grocery store. And the grocery section works with packets of like the really cold ice. I forget, is it dry ice? I think it's dry ice. Yeah, you don't want to touch dry ice with your bare hands or with less than quality and specifically made for handling dry ice stuff, you know. That's a bad time. That's a big ow. That's not something I experienced, thankfully. But I know one of the people in charge there did have a fucky wucky. My shoes are water resistant, composite toe, and electrical rated. Oh shit. Better safe than sorry. Good thing that should exist though. Cause like, it's not worth it, man. Wonder what I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do at these. I think you can submit multiple designs for multiple variations, so I could have either any of these colors that I have over here on the side, right? Let me just do this. Like, I think I could technically have all of these as the backsplash color, but then you can still mix and match with the color options for the clothes themselves, so you can make your own fucked up combo, and it'll be your responsibility. So you could do this light yellow with this light yellow as like, wow, you just didn't want a background, huh? Liquid nitrogen? Ah, yeah. Yeah, don't play with don't play with dry ice, don't play with liquid nitrogen. I think liquid nitrogen was used to when I wanted to get rid of a couple of warts, which I don't know how they come to exist. They were just there all of a sudden, and they were refusing to go away naturally. So I went to the doctor, and they did a little poke, and I went, oh, this fucking sucks! It does, it's so painful, some of them. Oh my god, some are fine. But those were just like, ouch! And it takes forever to not feel youch, and they get all black in the process, but it does get rid of them. It's very effective. Can't recommend, well, I would recommend going through that procedure if you want to get rid of them, but yeah. Not a fun time. I thought I could. Like, yes, this is what I want. I don't just want it to be just a solid thing, though. I want some kind of pattern or something, but I don't know what. Also, for the counter wart remover still use the same refrigerant that was common in cars a decade ago. Oh god. I mean, if it works, it works! I was just like, hey, let me go through the effort of going to a doctor who will do it properly for me so I can't fuck up. Hi, Upsaws. Last week crunch before I finish your animation. Ooh, hope everything's good. Good fucking luck. Can we get some 07s in chat if you've got any? I wish I had a good luck money hole like they have over at Doig Swifts, but I don't. Hi, cutie. Is that a Renee? That's Renee. What if, hey, fucking psych, you're the cutie, Renee. Haha. How you doing? Yay, 07's in chat. Yeah, good fucking luck, applesauce. You're doing great. You're making good stuff. Thank you for sharing some stuff you've been making for your animation. And the server is cool to look at. Big rubber coated gloves for that stuff. One person used the thermal wool lined mittens for taking stuff out of the ovens to pour nitrogen ones. Turns out wool will absorb that stuff and holds it against your skin. Oh, that's no, thank you. I'm good. Now, so far, what I've been doing for backdrop stuff has just been these diagonal lines. I use it on my stickers. Like that kind of shit. I use it for my commission branding as well. As is visible here. I don't know if I want to do that again. I would mask it out probably. I'm thinking, what if horizontal lines? But they keep getting closer and closer to each other. Unfortunately, the light and frost effect only protects us from accepting energy, not losing it. I am unfamiliar with this. Another frost effect is seen when you drop water in a hot pan and it dances around. Ah, that. Hi, Gad. How you doing? Welcome in. What's up, gamer? I am experimenting with what to do for the backdrop for a piece of clothing. How are you doing? Getting your day started? Good morning. Hope you're having a good start of day. May it be a productive or restful one, either or. Winning these. Got any spooky month plans? Not really. I've been having a hard time coming up with something fun to do that I may have time for and maybe prepare stuff for. I don't think I have time to prepare anything fun. As much as I would love to, like, whiff out a spooky life 2D model, I don't think it's gonna happen. It's crunch, we gotta be productive. Oh god, good luck with the crunch. We've all been there. Anyone who's ever done any creative work. And probably non-creative work. Plenty. Oh, that's trippy. What if the other way around? There's tangenting here, so push it down a little. You could add a witch hat to your model and call it a day. Oh my god, I could. It'll be a pain in the ass though, unless I think there's some witch hats built into Life 2D. Hang on, let's find the items. Items. You have bubble tea. You can put some cat ears on. I can put myself in a gamer chair. No witch hat. There's Christmas stuff, but no witch hat. Shame. There's a flower hat. It's not the same. And a baseball cap. Hat. Oh no. Oh, this sucks. Why is the back of it like that? Oh no, is it now attached to me? No, it's just locked in place. Oh god, what am I doing? How do I get rid of this? Help! I just have a floating hat in my fucking overlay now. Remove. There we go. Whoa. I'll mess around with it some other time. Can you be a skeleton? Or have a skull or something? Maybe. Red basal scamps are pretty scary these days. Yeah, they are. They are a bit of an indicator of something. Just throw a skull or a gourd in the corner and call it a day. Yeah, it may have to come down to something like that. Like, I don't even know how frequent I'll be able to stream. It's on a Friday this year, right? Halloween itself, so I won't be able to stream on that day. That much I know for sure already. So we'll have to get our Halloweeny fun in before that. Maybe the 29th or the 30th. 29th should be still a streaming day. We're gonna be little rebels and have a Halloween on November 1st! Ah ha ha! Gonna go to Toei Studio Park in Kyoto later this month. Oh shit! While they have the Yokai Festival on. It'll be thoroughly Halloween. Oh, that sounds awesome. I don't know what I want to do for backdrop stuff. That was just the word pounce over and over. Why is it in red? Or some other word. Music request, thank you. How you doing, Speedstar? Welcome in. I don't know why it's not centering it like that. And hi, Darkful. How you doing? Replica of an old times Edo village, a parade of marching yokai. Gonna be incredible. It does sound incredible. Selection. Now we have the text like masked out. Hey Curzec, you're amazing. Hey chat, you're incredible. Wishing y'all a wonderful day / night / time zone. No, you're amazing. Thanks for hanging. And thank you for the kind words. I'm off to work. See y'all when I see y'all. Miss y'all already. Aw, take care, dude. Hope you have a good work day. Stay safe. Don't burn anything, especially not jeans. Even if they are fire resistant-ish. Just don't. That's not lit. It's not the good kind of lit. What the fuck did I say? There's lit and there's arson. Mm-hmm. There's also ads coming up in like a couple seconds. Just a heads up. You're not gonna be able to see that at all, but that's a people problem. I mean, this is just one option. The background flats again. I wanted to duplicate, but it's not fucking pasting. There we go. How did she know? Thank you, Renee. I gave up. I am not focused on my work today. Oh, it happens. I can set for another half hour. I'll probably be setting for an hour. It'll be good for me. Noticing. Probably gonna extend the fill on the eyes. Just in case. What if I just make it an oval? Not whatever that is. hexagon. Can I not decide on the number of points for this? There it is. Number of corners. Honeycomb. Fine, we'll do it like this. Hexagons or bestagons? Mm-hmm. Hi, Snowtwig. How you doing? Welcome in. I mean, apparently it's a very millennial thing to like hexagons. I don't know. But I am a millennial and I do indeed like a hexagon. I don't want it to be too simple either. But I don't know. Before that, they were all squares. No, I do not want to adjust the angle. This time. Egg. Make halo effect. I'm actually not looking boxed in anymore, so it should be that maybe. As well as here, needs to be the other way around. But then if people put around a black hoodie, that'll be hard to see, maybe. I might make like an echo of her. Selection for layer, create selection. It's gonna be a little bit of a think. There we go. What if you put that? Expand that one. 250. Oh, a big think. Oh, hey, my VTuber's still smooth, so it's the stream. Real good. I think 250 is just a little bit too much, but it's close. It's pretty spicy. So let's try 180 expansion instead of 250. I'm trying to like create some kind of outline suggestion here. It's still too much. Although I would get rid of this. It's weird looking. Guys, graphic design hard. Maybe it's not so bad. I think having this white stroke will look worse on lighter colors than having no stroke looks on a dark background, actually. If I go for something like this, that is. What's the song? This is A Hat in Time. Your contract has expired. Thank you. You're welcome. Maybe not the right vibe. We could try other words instead of pounds, I suppose. What could be some fun? Peepin'. Well, then it just says peep on the back, and as well as pee. Peepin'. So we're not doing peepin'. In hindsight. Leap, jump, attack, catch, sproing. Pippis. No. Hi, Ender. Been lurking for the last few streams, huh? Hope you're having a good lurk. There's the custom shirt for InPeep. Oh shit, yeah, I would be saying InPeep, huh? Yep. There it is. What about sproing? I feel like sproing is maybe too active. But she's still in passive observing. What about hunting? Prowling? I would suggest overhunting. Perceives you? Ooh. That would fuck some people over, I think. Which kind of makes me want to give it a go. Oh, hi, Mish. The real deal has arrived at my feet. Hi. Sniff pant. Can I help you? I can do perceiving and perceives you. Oh, creature, hi. What are you going ow at? Attention. Creature. Was creature audible by any chance? No audible? Aw, sorry. My settings are in a way. And that's not very likely to happen, I'm afraid. Meow, 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 meow. Oh. She's flopped onto the floor, giving up on life. Front paws curled in. You know. Slow blinkies. Oh, what's the matter? Her full bowl's empty! How could I? That shall be sorted in like half an hour from now. What a travesty, I know. As funny as I think perceives you is, I worry it may be too aggro. I worry it may not do well with a specific flavor of paranoid people, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way whatsoever, just like anxious about being perceived, like genuinely like agoraphobia levels of stuff. Scopophobia, maybe even like a little bit of blend of both. Because the eyeballs were even bigger and more murdery. She would never. She too stupid. Target locked. I feel like target lock would work better if there was like more video game-y. Locked in, maybe? Because that's the hot and trendy word right now. Also think about the music request. Locked in, not to be confused with LinkedIn. What about just ready? I'll give it a go. The fucking three phase. Oh, look at me. I'll do ready. Ready, 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 ready. Meow, classic. Nice and simple. Look at me! Every time I see that being phrased like that, I can't help but think of that one moment from the Game Grumps Power Hour from a few years ago already. Where Aaron sprays silver edible spray onto his mouth. A la, what's that movie? Damn it, fucking name escapes me. Fury Road, there we go. A la Fury Road. Mad Max Fury Road, there we go. And instead of going, witness me, he goes, look at me! Meow, 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 meow. Our little meow meow comrade. Meow, 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 meow. I think meow is a good option. I worry look at me would make people not want to wear this out in public. Or at least those kind of people who don't want to be perceived. You have my attention. I think that's too fancy. No more than 2 words, I feel like, is best. There's an A in this. Lorem ipsum. Could be funny, but only for like a select group of people. Perceive. I've got perceiving and perceives you. What about mouse? Hi Loaded, how you doing? Welcome in. I think with bird and mouse and any other kind of creature, it kind of requires some kind of visual of them being nearby. Hi, Inswin. I did want to put something on the front, something simple. Oh, we're still gonna be finishing this fucking design today, huh? Ugh. This is why I probably can never do, like, convention stuff. I'm too fucking overthinking McGee for this kind of stuff. I mean, meow 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 is a solid option. Better than ready. Locked in is the meme. But chasing trends, people may not want to wear it if the phrase locked in expires. Pounce was the very first thing that we did. Yeah, I don't think perceiving. Mish, 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 mish. Yeah, I could just do her name over and over, Mishka. Which would be mouse in Bulgarian, if I'm not mistaken, so we get our mouse either way. Mishmush. Would a space be better between the words? No, I think I want it to look like a constant thought of like meow 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 meow. I think that will look funnier. Wait, it also says Amish. When you do Mishka like this. Hey, maybe not Mishka then, huh? Not that the Amish would ever see this, but I don't want to accidentally cause a discourse like, oh, this person is being disrespectful to a religious group of people. Like, no, I don't. I'm sorry. Hence the space. I still would. I prefer a different option to make it look like a constant thought than make it be Mishka. We could try Mishmush Mishka. The Holy Trinity. I like the way that one tiles. Which one? The last one? Mishmush. Yeah, the O's are like nice and diagonal. That's good, yeah. But there's the letter size at least. A bit of a thing that I'm like being pesky over. It's like, is that quite tangenting? But it could be less tangenting. Mishmush does tell excellently. You tell excellently. Get fucked. Oh wait, that was Tio Sploot. Sorry, I thought it was Ben. Oops. You see, I treat people that I'm more familiar with differently as one does. Sorry. I'm willing to steal credit. I mean, you did point it out first, I guess. Just Sploot is reaffirming and confirming, like, yes, I agree. They are in agreement with you. Virtually shaking hands. Uh-oh. I let personality 1 slip and it accidentally went to someone who deserves personality 2 or 3. Oops. Sorry. I didn't mean to be rude. I mean, Meow Meow is like nice and horizontal too, right? Although I do a decent job of tiling, like actual tiling on like bathroom walls and such. Accidentally slipping A humor with B group is very funny. It's fucked. It's like, oh no. You've seen the side of me that you weren't meant to see yet at best. Is about what makes the best background patterns. Well, best background pattern and also just like the best word. Yeah, as relevant as locked in is, I worry that if I were to go for this, which also I would say tiles quite nicely, like nice diagonal here with all the letters. Trend. I was already reluctant to do merch in the first place, and I'm selecting the products hopefully based off like best quality. Like we were talking about fast fashion earlier. I hope that the quality of options that I've picked from Fourth Wall and what Fourth Wall offers in general lasts you some good time. Like in terms of fabric and how well it holds together. You tiled bathrooms and kitchens before? Oh shit! On one hand, I would love to be able to do DIY stuff like that, but also I know that shit would freak me the hell out. Because I'm so like, oh god, if I do this wrong, I am wasting money. May or may not be how I very quickly lean more towards being a digital artist than I was a traditional on paper and canvas and all that stuff. Because if I draw wrong on the page, then the page ruins, and then I ruin the money that I spend on the page. Blah, blah. And when it's digital, I can be fucking up all over the place. And I've been able to find enough of me to see if I tile as a stack of me. The future is now. The time is now. Seize the day. I am looking at Cat. She is denting my couch once more. I recently looked at my couch is an IKEA one, and you can buy different covers. Probably shouldn't be doing that as long as I have Mishka. Because those covers are expensive. Getting the whole thing replaced will cost me like over $300. And it's like such a luxury thing to replace. And I only looked into it because I heard about the millennial gray phenomena, and well, my couch is gray. I wanted to get it in blue, but it was out of stock in blue, and I needed the couch. So gray was my next best bet. Like, no, I don't want to be a part of the hated trend. Mishmush. Mishmush Mishka. This one doesn't tile as nicely. I could maybe see if I make the letters bigger. That's something more favorable. Well, now it's all stacked. I'm looking at the good slip cover for my reclining chair, the feminine urge to get grandma flower pattern. I mean, it's your house! Your house, your rules, your design, your flair. Do whatever the fuck you want, it's your space. Although, I guess you do live with someone, maybe, I don't know, maybe get Greg's opinion a little bit, maybe? I don't know. If it's your chair, though, and not a shared chair, I don't know. I know how Greg feels. Greg's not a flower grower like me. Yeah. But if it's specifically your chair, I feel like you should be able to do what the fuck you want. Millennial Grey exists because it's cheap and plain for landlords and none of us could buy a place. Yep, also, it was very much like a phenomena that came from people didn't have the money for nice stuff, and a lot of us also were on the move a lot very frequently, so we didn't really get the nice stuff, even if we could afford because we were moving around so frequently. I know I'm one of those people. God, since moving out, I've lived in this is place number 4. And I've lived here the longest out of all the places I've lived in. So far. By a mere 10 months. God. The first 2 places I lived in, I only lived at for like 9 months each. But yeah, that's literally how my couch ended up being gray. I needed the couch now. I really will benefit from having it be this one. So, also fun fact, that same couch, it's still on sale at IKEA. It is just well over $200 more expensive. Yay, inflation! Ugh. Happy no strong reason to move out? Yeah, dude, if there's no strong reason to, then fucking keep on saving up, man. I don't know how big or small I want this to be. I worry this may be a bit too small. But I can probably get like a similar tiling look again. 45. Oh yeah, this is fine. Like, while it will take up the whole back, I do want it to be somewhat legible. So I'm gonna sit down again, just a second. What? For a second I was stripping and I thought my display on my desk that shows how high it's standing was broken and showing me not the height in centimeters anymore. It's like, what the fuck is this number? I'm like, oh no, I'm just stupid. That's a 9. me. Ow. I think meow will make it more acceptable universally, as opposed to mish mush. Like, people will be like, ah yes, a cat, and the text that says meow 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 over and over. Nya 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 nya. Appease the weebs. And the way I've done it here, it's like, it's immediately masked out for every color, right? Because it's all in a group. Don't need to make a million variants. Oh, this is a good combo. The orange. I wonder if this... Oh, this is nice and soft with the light blue and the white text if you go for a white hoodie. I've only just picked these 3 colors as the hoodie colors, just quickly. I'll see what we can mix and match. This will be fire on a light hoodie. I like this petrol green color. This is a bit softer, slightly more pastel-ish than I would like. Sounds very bold. Oh, if you do this with a red hoodie, either this red oh, that's violent. There's an artist that I follow who works with this like super high saturated blue and a very similarly saturated red like here, and makes these amazing art pieces with that very bold color combination. I wish I knew the name from the top of my head. Such cool art. Oh, that's rough. was wondering, huh? Why is it not showing? Because the text layer was on. This is cute. This in a white hoodie with the salmon purple beige. I don't know if I want the text to touch the edges or overlap or be just like bordering a couple pixels off. Oh, it's not saying is I'll that later. Could change the font size. Yeah, there we go. I think if it's gonna not touch, or touch rather, it would have to look like this. This boss music? Yeah, it's a playlist that's for while you're working in fast food, retail, customer service jobs. So it's a bit aggro, boss music all over the place. Lots of Zelda. Renee, what's your favorite Zelda? Was that Wind Waker? Or am I misremembering? Because I know you want me to play Wind Waker. It's a constant battle between Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Ah. The GameCube. Probably what I should do. And it's nice and centered. And with here, it's a matter of that. It's kind of touching there. I'd love to see you play both. Renee, the backlog is so big. Oh. It's never ending. This font size doesn't quite fit right now. tangenting the side a little bit, even if it's perfectly centered. Oh. Oh, that works. It's just like one too many. Yeah. Couldn't I do something about the spacing between each line? Was it something that I learned you really can't? No, you can. Vertical? Oh no, that's just squishing the text. Never mind. Line space. There we go. It looks pretty even. So our options are touch or no touch. Knowing that if touch happens, it will like bleed into the color of whatever the hoodie is. Let me try both. No touch, break the background from the foreground? Yeah, I can see that being the right way to go about it. Yep. Oh, very romantic with the peach and then the red. Or you just hate reading text. If you choose that option. Yeah, I think this is the best option. Can you do 2 masks on clip? No. You could do that in Photoshop. Well, maybe you can do it in more recent versions of clip. That's trippy. Showing mask area. Oh, this is very hipster print. I'm not sure. Maybe not hipster is not the right word. It just reminds me of the kind of posters and pamphlets you'd see at like a more artsy movie theater. but this isn't important for Meow. I think all these colors can work well in a variety of combinations. Like, I really like, for a white hoodie option, the light blue. This one's also pretty bold. Lime's gonna be tough to see in a white. I know there's no purple in here, but I just feel like purple is just not gonna work well with Mishka. I can try, but I usually have a rough time picking a nice purple as its own color. It would have to be pretty dark and very close to blue. You could do Twitch purple, maybe. It's a very light purple. Actually, just open up a page where I can quickly grab Twitch's purple. This is Twitch purple. Ooh. Ugh. I like old purple. Old purple, you mean the purple I just had? I mean, in terms of values, it works, but it's not my favorite. Maybe something like in between. Because the purple I had before is quite dark. Old Twitch purple. I don't know what that's like. Very Twitch branded right now. I guess I can make it an option. Is this just a battle for me right now of like, I'm not fond of purple personally, so by default I tend to feel like it doesn't work, but maybe for some it does. Human Twitch used to have a different color to it. Maybe if I see it, but don't have a direct recollection of what it looks like. I'm gonna let that go for a while. I wanted to refill these eyes because I worry I didn't do enough. It used to be darker. Moment, let me spend it. I'll send in general Discord chat. Yeah, sure. Gatito, that's right. Welcome in, not Eddie. I should probably go a little longer anyway. Since I started a little later. There's not a whole lot more to do for this, I don't think. Other than export. I really wish you could do a second mask over this. What happens if I do a clipping mask? Sent? I'll have a look in a second. Multiply. Give you a mask. Why can't I make a gradient on a mask? Come on, man. So lame. Like, nothing is working. There we go. Why was that so difficult? And then this isn't still doing anything. Yikes. This is gonna take a while for it to think. All that effort is not worth it. Never mind. We tried. Well, it's a very dusty purple. What it used to be. Dusty. The value works, but I don't like the saturation. For this, at least. This is personal preference. I kind of like it more than the old one. New one. Yeah, I was about to say, wasn't you say right now, just earlier, that you would say you preferred the old purple? The old purple. Yeah. I guess it does technically work. Again, it's a case of like, I don't like purple, so makes it hard for me to say if it's okay or not. You do get that complementary situation with Mishka's big yellow eyes versus the purple. I think more purple works better. Yeah, it does. The values did not lie. It works better. I'm wondering if I want to do that texture dealio here on the lines. Oh! K-Mix, hello! Think about the raid! Stealing your kidneys? No, I need those! All two of them. I'm greedy like that. Hi, everybody! Thank you for bringing people over. Hi, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. No, you only need one? No, I need two. I have this condition called greedy for my own organs. Kidneys. It all comes back to Cass. Hello! I am working on a design very slowly for my merch shop. There'll be a big piece that will go on the back of a hoodie and a sweater, whichever you prefer. And also I'll be, with that same drop, I'll be dropping this as a tote bag. And this as a travel mug, though I think the logo will be a little bit smaller because, yay! A lovely cute kitty, yeah, that's my creature. You may have raided into ads, maybe? I'm not sure. Hello? Say hi if you're not in ads. Because here's the real deal. The Muse. I don't see ads good, because they are in progress right now, apparently. Kitty, so cute. Yeah, this was her this morning on my channel. I have a Mishka update redeem. Where I have a fresh Mishka photo, hot off the presses. Or hot-ish. Recent. Same day. And once the stream, people can redeem a little creature photo. People like my creature. As is evident by the multitude of photos. Look, here's one from last time. Although I don't think this one was a Mishka update, but I put it in here anyway. Because cute. I took this on a non-streaming day. Guineas can stew in a pancreas, one careful owner still in good condition? How about this liver that has never met liquor? But yeah, hi for people who are new here. Hi, hello, I am Curzec. I am an animator. I'm freelance as of recent. So I don't stream as much anymore as I would like. Which is a bit of a downside, but you know, I gotta pay rent. There's rent to be paid, there's bills to be paid, and all that stuff. If you want to see what I do for a living, here's a little compilation.
Alright, let's do this!
I can assure you a virus like this for thee.
Bring it, Barky! I will drink you under this fucking table! You have no idea what kind of night I've had!
Maar uit, want anders val je zomaar op je gat.
This is what I do! Thank you for the follows! Feel free to lurk, feel free to chat. I won't be going for a whole lot longer. I'm actually supposed to be wrapping up, but I can go for a wee bit longer. I've been tinkering away at itty-bitty design choices on this thing for so long. So long. But Cactus, what were you up to? What were you streaming? What were you doing? What were you doodling? Where will you be selling your merch? I'll be selling it on my fourth wall. Here's a little command for you. There's already a couple of things on there. There's a mug, a sticker sheet, and some hats and a beanie. And soon we shall have sweatshirt, hoodie, tote bag, and travel mug. I'm gonna drop these at the same time. Did you animate everything in the corner? Yep, this is an extra compilation of stuff that I've made. It's just longer. It is on loop. It's like nearing 5 minutes, and I need to add stuff to it. I've not add projects to it that would like nearly probably double the runtime of this compilation. I was yapping and talking about my debut, working on my first big animation for the debut. Oh, still a beginner animator, but learning a lot. Ooh, well, if you've got something you want to share that you've made, you're very welcome to. Renee has the mug. It's very good. Yeah. You're an amazing artist animator. Oh gosh, thank you. It's so nice of you. I've worked on a couple of stuff you may have heard of, some stuff you may have not heard of. They're very prominent one in here in my repertoire is Hell of a Boss, which I was on in the pilot way back then, and then a couple episodes in seasons 1 and 2. I've worked on shorts, I've worked on feature films, special little episodes of stuff. Somebody found you? What the fuck? You're in Hell of a Boss? That's so cool. Yeah, you want proof? Where is it? Which one is it? Here it is. You see that? You see this? It looks an awful lot like me, huh? Yeah, that's a little cameo. That was in the pilot episode. This is all people of the crew that drew themselves, and they got added into this one shot. Yay! I'm looking death in the eyes because the imps just showed up. The immediate murder professionals. Uh-oh. Do you ever want to do your own show? I don't know if I'm cut out to be a showrunner. That's a decision making. I like being the maker of stuff as well. I like coming up with ideas, but I don't think I like even right now, like it's very clear that I'm not confident in being in a position like that. So maybe not so soon. Your model's so simple needs to be recognized. Yeah, I made it myself. I made it at the beginning of this year. I've been wanting so badly to dive more into Life 2D and rigging and having fun with it. But time. You don't want to be the one to delegate? Yeah. Like, I like the animation part of it. I don't think I have the backbone to to be a director as I am currently. I'm not quite sure what it takes to be one, but whatever it takes, I probably lack it. I've been wanting to, like, I've had a short film that I wanted to make, of which I have a character lineup in my overlay as well. Here you go. Here's some characters that I've made for a short film that I've been wanting to make for a long time. And this idea has existed in my head for an even longer time. You're seriously so amazing, your work. I hope you keep going. I really wanna. I've been going very hard in my years in life, in the recenter ones, and I've had maybe just a little bit of burnout. I said earlier how I was back to freelancing again, right? So I'm not streaming as much. Yeah, there was like well over a year of a little bit of freelance here and there, and everything else is very much just like, I don't exist. I can barely function. Just a little burnout. As the opposite of a treat. Yeah, a threat. I wanted to be an animator to make my own anime for like 13 years now. Ooh. The disappearing got me. Yeah, I got some buttons. You know what else I can do? You saw me do a crusty zoom in earlier. For when I have like realizations that are just like, oh, this hurts. If I really want to get in your face specifically, hi. I'm not crusty now, but I am large. And in charge. You do well to remember that. I have no unban requests. Extra larg. Nobody mess with her, don't. Then because of Cavex, I can only think of Nesquik when you zoom in. Oh, what does that have to do with zooming in? But congratulations on your work, thank you. This be a Curzec stream. Terms and conditions do apply. Yeah, please be mindful of rules and boundaries. Do not test my benefit of the doubt. I am trying to be harsher and vibe check. And this isn't a threat. Like, if you're a completely normal person, hey, you're in the clear. But sometimes, if you're streaming yourself, you'll probably have had someone pop into your chats once or twice, where you're just like, they're not doing anything ban-worthy, but the vibes are off, and like I'm not sure what to do, and I'm trying to act on that more actively. That'd be a good question about the Nesquik. Uh-oh. What is the lore? What is the Nesquik lore? Because when they zoom in, a Nesquik magically appears, huh? Into the toilet? Yeah. Dunk him. Flush him. And it may sound harsh, but also, I want to protect my community. Like, even the way I've set up my Discord, which I have a community Discord, but people aren't able to chat in it at all until they do a channel point redeem right here on my Twitch. To, like, filter out bots, most of all. As best as I can within the server. Because sometimes the bot account will slip in and start DMing my members, and they'll be like, SMITE! If I am being alerted of that happening. I just want to protect my people. Still not the best at art, but animation, but I'll get better and I'll make my goal happen. You can become another source of inspiration for me, just like Havoc is. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you. Keep on doodling. Keep on doodling with intent. Do studies. God, I should be doing studies more often. Then that's why it just out of the blue zooms in with me, and it takes all the seriousness away from my dramatic zoom in. Huh. Now, is that a bug or a feature? It sounds like a yes. Hey, let me feel people there. You accumulated the points. Don't worry, Ender. You're on thin ice. I'm gonna do some other things now. I'll be lurking. Hope your arc goes well. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I won't be going for too much longer. I was supposed to wrap up, actually, already by now. At this point, both yes. Yeah. I know more than one streamer that zooms in and has Nesquik appear. Well, there's no Nesquik on my streams. Instead of Nesquik, I should either have bubble tea or protein shake. Oh, yeah, for the newcomers here, I don't know how you feel about occasional workout talk, but sometimes I talk workout stuff because I like, and I'm learning, and I'm liking. I wonder who would redeem that for the bots. Well, no bot is smart enough to redeem channel points. They'll have to make a bot account hang out in this channel for long enough to accumulate this points, which will take a little bit. Especially with the now lower frequency of streams, unfortunately. Chocolate protein shake. Oh. Nah, I go for vanilla. Vanilla always is fine. You can add whatever the fuck you want to vanilla protein shakes. Some frozen strawberries, put them right in there. Some peanut butter, put them right in there. It's fine to like to work out, but my forever scrawny. You can always learn if you want to. As long as you're somewhat active physically. Trust me, as someone who is saying this, I'm in my 30s, and I've been dealing with physical pains from being an artist for, a while. Also, hi, Sen. But yeah. I was working on this hoodie, and I was being super duper nitpicky in all aspects because it's how I operate. But I think I kind of got what I want. I want to have different options for back color, and then the people can combine them with the color options for both sweatshirt and hoodie. Of which the hoodie has a lot of options. And I'll leave it completely up to whoever orders one to cause eye strain by doing stuff like this. I think it's kind of fire. Or the lime. Or the peach. I try to be physically active even if I drop weight quicker than I gain it because of my metabolism. One of those rapid ones. Just have good sources of food. I for some reason like protein shakes raw without extra flavor like a weirdo. I just like a little bit of flavor. It just makes it nicer. It makes it like a little treat after a workout. I've never had a non-flavored protein shake though, I will say. And I don't want to buy a whole bag of the stuff without a flavor to see if I like it or not, because the whole bag is like a kilogram of the brand that I get. Oh, this on a white hoodie? I think that's a good combo. I'm just looking at combinations now. Also, hi Manatee, welcome in. Feels good, hard to get enough of it, but I manage. I wish you the best of luck. I need to get in more food, I think. I wanna have gains. I've been stagnating and regressing sometimes. Sometimes it depends on the time of month. Yay. The joy of having a cycle that's like different every week. Yay. I think I don't know what else I can do with this. I think this is gonna be it. I could start because I was entertaining the idea of putting just a little design on the front. Martina, thank you for subscribing for 45 months. Holy shit. How many aren't you approaching? Isn't that nearly 4 years? Holy fuck. Oh. It's 3 3/4 year, Martina. That's almost a year. Hi, Martina. Hope you're doing good. Don't ask me to do math. I'd open up a calculator. You needn't ask me to do math either. Okay, so for front design shenanigans, I want just a little. Like, what if it's just the eyes or something, or a paw print? I want the unit to be an inch. Do 15, 18. Let me put you down here. And you down here. Because ideally, like whatever I end up putting on the front, I think I just want it to be like at heart height. Not like this, literally. It's always important to have rest days. That's one of the most important things I learned. If I take a break for a day, I lose much of the muscle I built. But if I constantly sore, it's hard for me to do art. Yeah, the body's got to rest. Rest days are very much mandatory. Active rest days, though. Make sure you still get enough nutrition and your steppies in as much as you can. Gotta say, first of all, hoodies are comfy. Wearing one right now is got a 3XL one. That's why it's comfy. You are wearing a blanket with sleeves. I love that for you. Let's see. Stickers, did I have those open still? Where's those PNGs? Did I close the PNG? I think I did. Why did I close that? Gotta get money so I can buy merch and support all my super cool people I know. If you wanna. Your money. Don't put yourself in debt. Yeesh. Here we go. It's like, hey, what if just I won't use this one literally. Just like a little touch. I want to make a canvas that's 14 by 14 inches though. So that I can use that here. and be like, this is the size of the 14 inches canvas. Wondering if maybe I'm better off making this in Photoshop. So I can use shape objects as opposed to hand drawing it like I'm doing here. It's not for super tall people though. Not long enough. What I promised like 7 to 8 streamers that I wouldn't go into depth for them, no donating beyond my means. Yes, exactly. Any streamer that does encourage that, that's not my vibe. I'm another streamer, but you gotta promise me too, don't get into depth. It's for streamers. Yeah, don't. Ain't no one out there worth that shit. It would be cool if this could have been like a stitched feature as opposed to a printed. I don't think we can get that option though. Stitched like you can have with the hats and the beanies. At least I don't think that's an option. Have you to meet any streamers that genuinely recommend donating more than you can? I know one of the jokes about it immediately says, don't actually do that, I'll cry. That sounds like the better circle to be in. There is, like, Findom streaming, though. Which is a very curious path to go down. I don't think I can recommend that. In this economy? Yeah, especially in this economy. Stay away from the freakier streamers like that? Yeah, I don't vibe with that either. I'm just here for doodling and funny ha-has. Sometimes I'm the one who makes the funny haha. Sometimes. I hope so. Chat, you'll let me know if I make the funny haha, right? Please? Seem pretty funny, I believe it. Oh, thank God. I'm making a good first impression. Hopefully. I'll make sure to go haha when it happens, thank you. Your face is pretty funny. You don't know what my face fucking looks like. Probably. I don't like it. The least. No, we did the learn recently, didn't we? About the shape of cat beans. That they're a little nosy. Who up ha-haing their jokes? I got nothing. Who's over here going tee? Am I really gonna have to look at my own emote for Curzec beans? I've forgotten how they drew them. The ones on the stickers I think look different than I drew them on the Mish Beans emote. Thank you. Oh no, it's actually the same. When was it? Yeah, it was here. And we were like, wait the fucking second. That's just a nose. These are the nostrils. And this is the big middle part. Can I just lift these beans from this file? Hang on. Yeah. Oh wait, this is the puzzle. Yeah, no wonder this file's fucking empty. It may be a little small. I think it's gonna be a bit too small. Cause like, what if I were to scale this up? Actually, not a bad idea to do this. Like, really squeeze this canvas into the canvas. We have a better idea of where it's at. Yeah, that's gonna need to be bigger, and also merge, invert. I think like this at minimum? Yeah. I think it's pretty much where I want it. Maybe a little bit. I think this is pretty heart height. Don't want it to be too low either. Oh, wait. I did a fuck. I'm staring at your animations. They're amazing. I can practically feel the emotion of the character in there. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. I love animating the fifuis. Especially the ones where the characters are sad and then the viewer goes, no! Character's sad! And I'm just sat over there on the other end like, tea! It's the best. Making the people feel. No, my Pookie is sad! And all that stuff. And then there's the Creek one, which is very silly. Yeah, silly in a good way, of course. I don't ever insult. Aw. That was great to work on. I remember waking up the morning I was asked to be a part of it, and I was very groggily at first, looking at my phone, reading DMs. Saw I was being asked about wanting to join in or not, and I was like, yes, I'm awake now. Hi, sign me up. I wish to be involved. Get me in, coach! Put a lot of effort in the shot of Craig, and I think the character's called Serena at the wheel. Probably more than I should have. But sometimes you get a little carried away. I do think the lip sync of it in the final film was heavily edited, though. And I may have gotten a bit too fancy with what I handed in. But that sequence was outsourced to Studio Yata, who you may be familiar with. This was the second time I got to work with them. The other thing I've worked with them has never seen the light of day, and I don't expect it to. By now, either. People love making smiling skeletons. That's my character. His name is literally Mr. Grin. So, with an N for Nico. As in big smile. A big grin on your face. Haha, aren't I clever? Simply because it's been so long, or was there other reasons? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I didn't really do amazing work with it either, so it's no loss on my end. Skeletor, Sans Papyrus, now we've got Mr. Grin. Yeah, in my years of posting drawings of Mr. Grin, occasionally there's been a comment of like, oh, it reminds me of Papyrus or Sans. And I'm so paranoid, like, oh god, I hope they don't mean that I'm ripping off the design because I created my character before Sans and Papyrus were known to the public. And I have proof. I have evidence. It does remind me of them, and I understand the feeling of having a character that others think you've ripped off. Yeah. I don't think, not everyone, I think most people who say, oh, your character reminds me of this character, I don't think they mean ill with it at all. Most of them. There may be some who will use it as a backhanded way of saying, like, hey, I think you ripped this design from this character. No. No, it just happens, man. Quinky dings happen, man. Similar tastes happen, man. I think this is my front design. Hoping it's a good size for it. 15, 18. And then I need one for 14, 14. Wait, hang on. And I can just duplicate the orangey layer, create new file from clipping board, and then everything should be in the same position. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I should be wrapping it up soon. It's been a good few hours since I last consumed. Hydration. Thank you, Rosie. Hi. Good morning. Wait. Good evening? Rosie, are you still awake? Or did you just wake up? I don't know your routine. I don't know what works for you. How you doing, Rosie? I just woke up, put my kiddo to bed early. Gotcha. Well, good tidings. I'm not gonna be alive for a lot longer. I really should have ended a while ago, but then a raid came in. I was like, well, guess I gotta tinker around a little bit more, huh? Just nudge it over a little bit. I think it needs to be a bit more to the side, actually. Like here? Did you have a good stream? Yeah. I think I'm nearly done finally with merch stuff. I think it's just a matter of exporting stuff now. And then I can go, ha, I make my cat pay rent by turning her into merchandise, teehee. Just a little bit lower. Actually don't need that orange layer on, but force of habit. Yeah, I think that's a good spot. I like drawing my cast as humans just to imagine what I think they'd look like. Gosh, what would my creature look like by now? She's 13 and a half, so she'd be an older lady. Rotund. Yeah, ever so slightly different positions. I wonder what this position looks like on the sweater. Actually, that may be fine too. I think it's a little bit too low. I think if you have décollagé, if you've got a shelf of sorts, Would she be a professional biscuit baker? No, she doesn't. She makes biscuits, but not as excessive as I've seen other cats do. Alright, that's those saved as separate Clip Studio files. You have plenty of my meals to draw. How many? But are my cats as humans? I get to make 24 entirely unique characters. You have 24 cats? Holy shit, I hope you have a lot of space for those creatures. That's a lot of meow meows indeed. Good golly. I'm looking at potential raid targets. We've got a big yard? Okay. As long as all the meow meows are safe as well. Sure what to do. Someone I follow is streaming Darkest Dungeon. The only person that I follow is in his streaming art is the person I raided into last time. Is there anyone animating on Twitch right now in the art category? I'm the top animation streamer. Cool. Our cats are safe, other animals aren't good. I don't know if I have the headspace right now to stream into someone I'm not familiar with. I gotta dip, and if I'm gonna stream or raid into someone I'm not familiar with, I'd like to be able to lurk or hang out for a little bit after. And I'm not able to do so today. Well, hopefully I'll be able to get these up. All of these things. All this hoodie. All this tote bag. All this travel mug. I had some errors exporting or using my JPEG on fourth wall. It was just saying, nah, this one doesn't work. I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't work? The last one worked. And then I made a small change to the drawing and now it's no longer working. Fuck you. So hopefully there won't be that much headache, but I'm mentally preparing for it to be there because I don't know why it happened, so I don't know what to do about it if it happens. Loaf. That's right. She's loafing on a loaf. And it's called a latte meow macchiato. My fave could be yours. Could be. Oh, I need to. I guess I didn't fix a thing here. Hang on. I adjusted the shape a little, and I guess I forgot to fill it in. That would have been pretty embarrassing. If that made it to final print like that, I probably wouldn't have, but, you know, imagine. Imagine being such a fucking dingus. I am wanting to unlock the alpha later. I clicked it twice. Here as well. Okay, crisis averted. Woo! Low feels warm, yeah. Hello, goodbye. I am just about to hit enter on who I'm about to raid. I'm so sorry, Max. Welcome in. Soft bread, squishy. Freshly baked, still warm, easily squishable. Sorry, Max. I've already been going for a little longer than usual. Oh, and fresh baked bread as a perfume. Oh, imagine. The second time I've joined late. I'm sorry, I even started later today than I usually do. And I've been going for longer than usual. I'm so sorry. Hopefully tomorrow evening, in like 25 hours from now, I am aiming to be live again. I can't promise it, but I want to try. It would only be an hour and a half of stream, but it's something. Anyway, we're raiding Dan Jones, who is playing Darkest Dungeon. Cool dude. His face is up on stream for once. Holy shit. Look at the handsome mug. He's got a good beard on that face. Danke für stream. You're just thankful that there's a Mishka, which I never unhid the Mishka source. Uh-oh. We've been without the paid for Mishka update for a while now. Bedankt voor de stroom, graag gedaan. But yeah, thank you for being here. Kavik, thank you for the raid earlier. I appreciate for folks bringing folks over. I was talking to Mishka. I don't think she speaks German. I don't think she speaks. Period. Anyway, like I'll try to be back tomorrow in like 25 hours from now. Hopefully, if it doesn't, then you won't be seeing me until next week. I don't know when. It could be another week of no stream from now. I'm so sorry. We're figuring out the routines, and routines are inconsistent this week, lol. Hope you all have a good remainder of your day and week, and I'll see you when I see you. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and wash your hands. Bye-bye!